everybody, it's Pelicantacos here. How is it going? I wanted to make a video on my current deck and my long-standing deck that I've been using with the Giant Skeleton, Goblin Hut, Barbarians, 3 Musketeers. It is a super high elixir deck. It's about a 4.1, I believe, and it's one that I've been using for the last probably 700 trophies or so. I've only really been upgrading these troops. I've got level 9 3 Musketeers at this point, and I wanted to kind of just talk about it because I get this question a lot of which deck do you use, and because it's so strange. It's one that I found, oh gosh, about 7 or 8 months ago, and I have just modified it, tweaked it. I've tried some other things like the clone spell. I used to have Fireball in there. I worked well with a Lumberjack for a while once I got the Lumberjack, but I had to be careful because the fact that it is a high-costing elixir deck, and with a lot of the decks that came out for a while, they were really, really low and fast cycle decks, and so they were really difficult to fight against. So I had to switch it up a little bit. I got the log, and I threw the log in there, and that helped out a whole lot instead of the Fireball. So got both the zap and the log in there. And the idea of it is a multi-lane push. And so that way, when I split the Musketeers at the bottom, underneath the King's Tower, 1 will go left, 2 will go right. And I just use that over and over again. And as long as I have a good start, I'm good to go. Now this one, you can see I didn't have a good start. I haven't even used my 3 Musketeers yet. I haven't even really done the bulk of the push. I am getting taken. I've got the 1 tower taken out, and that's okay. That really doesn't bother me. And by the time I get to double elixir, it's really pretty game on, and I love it. So you'll notice that this is the old arena. I recorded these battles before the update and just hadn't had a chance to make a video on it. But now, as you put the 3 Musketeers down there, see how they split, 1 to the left, 2 to the right? There was a time, like always it seemed in double elixir, when you drop the 3 Musketeers and all 3 would go to the one side instead of splitting. And that was really, really tragic. It was very difficult. So now that you can see the essence of the push here. I've got 1 on the left, 2 on the right. I was able to drop the Giant Skeleton in front of the Musketeers, and that was tremendously helpful. I distracted him from both sides, and I'm going to be able to just 3-crown the crud out of this guy because I had the Giant Skeleton to tank for me in front, as well as, you know, the 2 Musketeers in the background. So now that with the update, the 3 Musketeers always will split 1 to the right, 2 to the left, or 2 to the left, 1 to the right. It is phenomenal. It's working really, really well. There were times where I'd be fighting a battle, and then all of a sudden, I'd be winning, and I wouldn't be winning in double elixir. They would all 3 go to the one side, and they'd fireball it or lightning it, and I'd be screwed. It just wouldn't work out. So what I try to do, I really want to have the 3 Musketeers, the Barbarians, and the Zap all queued up. And if I don't, I'll drop the Giant Skeleton and then the Skeletons and Minions and Goblin Hut. Get them out there to queue up the 3 different troops that I need. And that is the 3 Musketeers again, the Zap, and the Barbarians. And I don't have Barbarians yet, so I'm going to wait, put those guys down to take care of the Princess, which did not work. Another way to take care of the Princess is drop 5 elixir on the Goblin Hut. Yeah. It does take out the Princess, but not always the best. Okay, so I've got the 3 Musketeers, I've got the Barbarians, and I've got the Zap ready to go. And what I'd like to do is drop the 2 Musketeers, make sure they go to the side that has not taken a lot of damage, so that they're not dropping a Fireball on a side where I already have taken a lot of damage. So as you notice now, if he has a Fireball, he's going to drop it on the left side. I'm already really heavily pushing on the right side with the 1 Musketeer and the whole Barbarians. And I'm going to take out quite a bit on this building here. I don't think, am I going to get it all the way down? I will not get it all the way down. But you see, by distracting on both sides, it's really good. It's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I really recommend that you try multi-lane pushing because it's just really helpful. It's a good skill to learn in Clash Royale because most of the time people push on 1 lane, and it makes the game more multifaceted that way. So, all right, well, I've got the 3 Musketeers, I've got the Barbarian, and the Zap ready to go. So again, I'm putting my 2 Musketeers on the left side, so in case he has a Fireball, He's not going to be going after that tower in the bottom right. Now, I will be able to take him out before he takes the building. Now, the fun thing about this is I can drop the giant skeleton in front of the 2 musketeers, and if I have enough elixir saved, I can drop the barbarians on the right. And now this is just a solid 2-lane push, and he's going to freeze it. It's like, dude, you got way too much coming. So I'm going to distract that mini P.E.K.K.A, and we'll put the building. The building is really good to help as well for anything. It's not the cheapest building. You could probably put a tombstone in there as well. You could modify it, and that might be good. At the beginning of the rounds, if you drop the 3 musketeers down at the bottom, you will have enough for the barbarians for the 1 musketeer. That's just the way it goes. And he's going to lose with 13 health on my building. That's just really funny. So I did use this deck to go up to 40, almost 4,100 before the update. I believe that is my record. So we're going to show you one last one, and this is the one that I had up to 4,000. But again, with the barbarians, if you put the 3 musketeers in front, you will have enough time for the elixir to build up and drop the barbarians on the side with the 1 musketeer, and that's really, really good. So I'm going to wait here just a second with my skeletons in case he puts a princess down, but not long enough. All right, so I've got them all queued up. I don't want to drop the 2 musketeers on the side with the princess, because that musketeer on the left side is going to take some damage. And you will usually you'll get a rocket, you'll get fireball on the 2 musketeers, but that leaves my left lane here wide open for me to take out at least some damage on the left side here. Minions are a bad combo to that. Obviously, if you had a mirror fireball, that would be really, really bad. But that's, yeah, the mirror fireball, that's not really something you need to worry about, because most of the time they'll take the fireball on the 2 musketeers on that side. So, all right, we're going to build up our elixir here, just in case he's got a hog rider or lava hound, and that way, oh, he left the match. So this is going to be super easy for me. Oh, he's back. All right, let's see see what he's going to do. Okay, so I'm assuming the zap is coming in there. I dropped the 2 on the left side because of the goblin and the barrel. I do have the barbarians and the zap. And again, he's going to drop the rocket, which I was expecting. So I dropped the 2 musketeers on the side where I wanted to not have as much health taken off of that tower. So you can get the minions in front of the musketeer, even better, because she would have been able to take out a ton of the hits. So skeletons on the miner, skeletons on the princess, skeletons on the goblin in a barrel. All really good counters if you can drop them in the right exact spot. Okay, so 3 musketeers. He's going to have to take out quite a bit of damage on that left tower. But the idea here is now I'm going to be able to save up enough for giant skeleton and the barbarians. And if I can get those guys in there, just rocket over and over again. All right, so, Inferno Tower. Not something I had expected, but that's okay, because I'm going to get him to the building. You always want to keep that zap handy or log handy. Zap's a little bit better because of the fact that you're going to have skeleton army drop on you, or you're going to have a minion horde, and that's okay, because I was able to actually take out that minion horde with the skeleton, or with the musketeer that was down there. Okay, I'm going to log that because that's just scary. Nice thing about 3 musketeers, if you haven't used them very much, putting them in the corner right up there is very helpful. You're able to take down quite a bit of damage. And I'm going to take out that princess, take out the Inferno Tower, take out that tower, and he's going to just miss. Doesn't he feel stupid? Oh, dude. Well, that is the basic essence of my deck. Definitely try it out. Let me know what you think. Like I said, it's a high elixir deck, so you got to be willing to use and wait and be patient. But knowing the mechanics of it, knowing the tactics will get you up pretty far. Like I said, I do have a lot of upgraded. I did get up giant skeleton level 6, which is pretty amazing. 3 musketeers level 9, and you're good to go. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. Please like, subscribe, hang out on the channel, check out my other Clash Royale videos. This is Pelicantacos, and I'm out.